Hi, my name is Paul Friedman. I'm the founder of the Marriage Foundation. And our foundation is a nonprofit. We're not connected to any religious group. We're not connected to any political group. I founded the organization in order to spread the teachings that I discovered about marriage, which, as far as I know, don't really exist in one place like they do at the Marriage Foundation. So this video, which is part of my mini marriage counseling series, is going to help answer the question of how is my marriage doing? What's your marriage like? How does it compare? Maybe that's the question you want to ask. Maybe you're not sure of how you're doing and you want to know what you can do. So I'm going to give you context for your marriage that you probably haven't thought of before, at least not in a way where you've been able to articulate it. So oftentimes I have found working with couples and individuals that I'll say something and they go, I knew that, but I had no idea. Kind of interesting, isn't it? So let's begin with a basic premise, because you want to know, how is your marriage doing? What's the criteria you're going to use? So for that, we have to understand a little bit more about marriage. So there's two general criteria for marriage. One is material. You know, oh, we don't fight, or we fight, we don't get along, we get along. Our kids are doing well in school, our kids are not doing well in school. We're both working, we have a nice home. This is all material criteria, sort of the outer conditions. But that's not why you got married. No. Because of Western psychology, yes, I'm blaming you, Western psychology, going all the way back to Freud and your associates, who view the soul as an abstract thought. Because of you, people are confused. Because the reality is, the hard reality is, that marriage is a spiritual venue. And the main criteria upon which to measure your marriage is a spiritual criteria, and it could be summed up in one word: love. But both of these are shooting for one general feeling, and that's happiness. You got married in order to be happy. Everybody does. And when you met each other, you thought, this is someone I could be happy with, which is a good way to put it. This is someone I get along well with. I want them to be my best friend. I want to, and here's where you went off. You should have said, I want to build our marriage together with this person. Build our marriage together is the key. Because most people don't think in those terms. Most people think in terms, let me use an analogy. I'm going to use an analogy of an airplane. When you get into an airplane, unless you're a pilot, you get in, you sit down, you relax, pick up a paper, magazine, and you enjoy the flight. But when you're the pilot, you can't do that. You can enjoy the flight. You should enjoy the flight. But you're responsible for the flight. Marriage is the same thing. It's organic. So in that regard, it's a lot like a plant. You can't put a plant in terrible soil and expect it to do well. You have to continuously rejuvenate the soil. You have to make sure the conditions around the plant are correct. Temperature, light, humidity. Your marriage is the same. You and your spouse got together to build your own marriage. And why? In order to have happiness. In order to have happiness, primarily, spiritually, through love. There's no getting around that love is spiritual. You can't see it, you can't touch it, but you could feel it, so you know it's there. It's a lot like God. You can't see God, you can't touch him, but you can feel him, so you know he's there. She's there. However you see God, doesn't matter. And what are you, anyway, that love is so important? You're a soul. You're a soul who has a body and mind. Now, the body and the mind require material things to protect it, make sure everything's working out. But the soul only requires love. So how is your marriage doing? What criteria are you going to use? Are you going to use the spiritual criteria? Fine, you can. But there's a lot of people. I used to be a divorce mediator. There's a lot of people who have a great life. Their kids are doing well in school. They're going to college. They're getting good grades, although not once they have trouble. But they have multiple homes. They have nice cars. They have all the trappings of a healthy, happy marriage. But it's material. So even on a scale of 1 to 10, if they're at an 8, it doesn't do anything. But if they're feeling love, and this is the criteria, how is your marriage doing? On a scale of 1 to 10, did you think I was going to give you a little quiz? How often do you go see the movies together? How often do you eat meals together? All this nonsense. It's all material. It's not nonsense altogether, but it's useless, because what you really want to judge your marriage by is love. Am I feeling love? So let's go back to the airplane analogy. What is an airplane designed for? Airplane is designed to fly. How well is your airplane doing? Is it shaking while it's flying? Is it steady in flight? Can it handle storms? Does it land well? Is everything working, functioning? Who's in charge? The pilots. Who's in charge of your marriage? What's a marriage designed for? That's an interesting thing. I told you before, I created the science of marriage, because marriage is purposeful. And there's elements of marriage that help you fulfill its purpose. Its purpose is to be happy through love. That's it. So many people, when I shifted from being a divorce mediator, I did it with one couple who was having difficulty in their marriage, and they were only getting a divorce because they didn't know what else to do. So I sat down and I laid it out. It took me a while, but I got it. Here's the do's, here's the don'ts. I've written a couple of books, Lessons for a Happy Marriage, Breaking the Cycle. It's helped thousands of people because it gives context. It gives how to do it, what to watch out for. But everything is geared towards one thing: creating fulfilling love. That's it. So no one could answer this question but you. I'm not going to tell you, add these up, see where you stand. You know where you stand based on this criteria. Because if this is working, all the other stuff comes from that. and it'll be working too. You have a mind. Your mind can be filled with day-to-day crap, or it could be fully infused with the love that you and your spouse are generating in your marriage. And if that's happening, guess what? You will have achieved this: happiness. Happiness does not come, true happiness does not come as a result of material wealth. Doesn't come as a result of prosperity. You need those because it gives you the ability then to develop the conditions upon which you can experience true happiness and love. But it's not dependent. There are very, very poor people who are very, very happy. How? It's all about love. So you do it. Do you have a 1, 2, 3 to 5? Or are you maybe a 6 or a 7? So here's something you should know. You should be at a 10. You should be at a 10. Use one of my books. Make the effort correctly to achieve a 10. And how is my marriage doing? Now, that's it. If you liked this, subscribe. Get more of the videos. If you really liked it, share it with your friends. This is great information. Pass the word around. I'm very happy to help you. You know, the Marriage Foundation offers a free service to everyone, and that is free marriage help. If we can do it in the context of free, we will. You write into one of our counselors. If you need to buy a book, or if your marriage is in trouble, you need to get a course, then you're helping support our foundation. But ask a question anytime, find out. We're here for you. We're here for you with love and gratitude that we can be of service. Okay, thank you very much. Blessings.